When the news broke that Faye and Yoko were officially dating, the internet nearly exploded. For years, fans had speculated about their chemistry, those stolen glances during interviews, the soft smiles exchanged on red carpets, the subtle ways they defended each other online. But never had anyone expected that these two stars, who seemed untouchable and almost too perfect for reality, would one day confirm their love so openly. Hello fans, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the post notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video. The world of entertainment stood still the moment Yoko posted that single photo on his Instagram, a quiet picture of him and Faye holding hands at a seaside cafe in Jeju, sunlight spilling over their faces, both smiling like two people who had finally stopped hiding. The caption was simple yet powerful, "No more secrets." Within minutes, the post had millions of likes, and hashtags like #FayeYokoOfficial and #LoveWinsAgain dominated every platform. But what followed next shocked everyone. You see, behind that perfect photo was a love story that had been waiting years to bloom. Faye and Yoko first met 6 years ago on the set of a high-budget drama that captured the hearts of millions. At the time, they were both rising stars, young and ambitious, still trying to find their place in an industry that could be both beautiful and brutal. On screen, they played lovers torn apart by fate, but off-screen, something quiet and real began to grow. At first, it was just friendship. They laughed between takes, shared snacks, and supported each other through endless filming days. But Yoko would later admit in an interview that he had fallen for Faye long before their drama's final episode. He said, "She was sunlight in human form. Even when she was tired, she made everyone feel lighter." But knowing the pressure they both faced, Yoko chose to keep his feelings hidden, believing that timing would someday be on their side. Years passed, and they both went their separate ways professionally. Faye became a global ambassador for luxury brands, while Yoko's career soared through award-winning performances. Yet, no matter how far they went, destiny seemed determined to intertwine their paths. Fans began to notice that they often ended up attending the same events, posting photos from the same cities at the same time, and even wearing matching accessories. The clues were there, but no one could confirm the truth. Then came the awards night that changed everything. Faye had just won Best Actress for her role in Winds of Eternity, and as she stood on stage giving her speech, she thanked someone very special, someone who had always believed in her even when she didn't believe in herself. The camera cut to Yoko in the audience, his eyes glistening, his smile soft and full of pride. That single moment sent fans into a frenzy. It was the silent confirmation the world had been waiting for. Still, neither of them said a word publicly until that fateful photo in Jeju. After the announcement, fans flooded social media with messages of support, but there were also those who doubted their timing. Some accused them of using their relationship for publicity. Others claimed it would end as quickly as it began. But what came next silenced everyone. Instead of stepping back, Faye and Yoko decided to do something no one saw coming. They appeared together in a live broadcast. No filters, no managers, just the two of them sitting side by side, smiling like a couple finally free. Yoko began by saying, "We didn't plan to announce it this way. But we wanted to live truthfully. We're not perfect, but our hearts are real." Faye nodded, adding softly, "We've been through storms together. And if love can survive that, then maybe it deserves to be seen." The chat section overflowed with crying emojis and messages of love. Even some of their colleagues, people known for being private, commented with hearts and congratulations. The moment felt raw and honest, like a breath of fresh air in an industry often built on illusion. Yet the true shock came weeks later, when Yoko did something that melted every heart. During Faye's fan meeting in Seoul, Yoko made a surprise appearance on stage. The lights dimmed, the crowd fell silent, and then Yoko walked out holding a single white rose. Faye's eyes widened, tears instantly pooling as the fans erupted into screams. He walked straight to her, smiled gently, and said, "You've given me courage when I had none. I just want to return that courage to you, for the rest of my life." And right there, in front of thousands of fans, he got down on one knee. The world stopped. The audience gasped. Faye covered her mouth in shock, tears streaming down her cheeks. Yoko continued, voice trembling but steady, We started this journey as co-stars, became friends, and found something I never thought possible, a love that feels like home. Faye, will you let me walk beside you from this day on? Faye nodded before he could even finish, whispering yes through her tears. The entire venue erupted into applause, confetti raining down as Yoko slipped a delicate silver ring onto her finger. Cameras flashed, fans cried, and the internet once again went wild, but this time, it wasn't out of speculation or shock. It was out of pure joy. What made it even more beautiful was that the proposal wasn't planned for publicity. Later, Yoko revealed in an interview that he had originally intended to propose privately after her event. But when he saw how happy and free she looked on that stage, he realized he wanted to make it a memory she could share with the people who had supported her all along. It wasn't about being grand, he said. It was about being honest. Love deserves to be celebrated, not hidden. In the days that followed, their engagement dominated headlines around the world. Every magazine wanted their story, every brand wanted their endorsement, but the couple kept things simple. Instead of cashing in on their newfound publicity, they announced that they'd be taking a short break from the spotlight to focus on their relationship and personal growth. They even donated a large sum to children's charities, saying they wanted to give back some of the happiness they'd found. And that's when fans realized that this wasn't just another celebrity romance, it was a genuine, heartfelt bond built on respect, patience, and unwavering support. Faye once said in a later interview, "We didn't fall in love overnight. We grew into love, quietly, day by day." The story of Faye and Yoko became a symbol of hope for many. In an industry where relationships often crumble under pressure, there's reminded everyone that love, real love, can thrive even under the harshest spotlight. Months later, when they appeared together at an award ceremony once again, Faye wearing her engagement ring and Yoko proudly holding her hand, the entire audience stood to applaud. It wasn't just for their achievements, it was for their courage to love openly in a world that often tries to silence sincerity. The most heartwarming part came near the end of that night. When asked what the future holds for them, Yoko simply smiled and said, "Whatever happens next, I hope we'll keep choosing each other." And Faye, looking at him with eyes full of warmth, replied, "We already have." It was a simple exchange, but it spoke volumes, a promise made not just between two people, but to every fan who had witnessed their journey from friendship to love, from secrecy to freedom. What happened next shocked everyone. Yes, but not because of scandal or heartbreak. It was because, in a world addicted to drama and noise, Faye and Yoko reminded everyone of something rare and powerful. That love, when it's real, doesn't need to hide. It just shines. Thank you for tuning in to K-Drama Bloom.